Welcome. Today, we're diving into the world of car insurance deductibles and how they work after an accident. If you've ever wondered what happens when you file a claim or why you have to pay a certain amount out of pocket, this video is for you. We'll break down the basics, explain key terms, and walk you through the process step by step. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of what a deductible is, how it affects your claim, and what to expect after an accident. Let's get started by defining what a deductible actually means in the context of car insurance. A deductible is the amount you agree to pay out of your own pocket before your insurance coverage kicks in. For example, if your deductible is $500 and your repair bill after an accident is $2,000, you pay the first $500 and your insurance covers the remaining $1,500. Deductibles are a standard part of most car insurance policies, and they help keep premiums affordable. The higher your deductible, the lower your monthly premium, but you'll pay more if you have to file a claim. Understanding this balance is crucial when choosing your policy. Car insurance policies often include different types of deductibles depending on the coverage. The most common are collision and comprehensive deductibles. Collision covers damage from accidents with another vehicle or object, while comprehensive covers non-collision events like theft, fire, or natural disasters. Each type may have its own deductible amount, so it's important to know which applies to your situation. When you review your policy, check the deductible amounts for each coverage type to avoid surprises after an accident. When you purchase car insurance, you typically choose your deductible amount. This decision affects both your monthly premium and your out-of-pocket costs after an accident. A lower deductible means higher premiums but less to pay if you file a claim. Conversely, a higher deductible lowers your premium but increases your financial responsibility after an accident. Consider your budget and risk tolerance when making this choice. It's a balancing act between saving money now and being prepared for unexpected expenses later. If you're involved in an accident, the first step is to contact your insurance company and file a claim. You'll need to provide details about the incident, including photos, police reports, and repair estimates. Your insurer will review the claim and determine if it's covered under your policy. Once approved, you'll be responsible for paying your deductible before the insurance company covers the remaining costs. This process ensures that you share some of the financial responsibility, which helps keep insurance affordable for everyone. Once your claim is approved, you'll pay your deductible directly to the repair shop or service provider. For example, if your deductible is $1,000 and repairs cost $3,000, you pay $1,000 and your insurer pays the remaining $2,000. Some insurers may subtract the deductible from the payout, so you receive a check for the repair costs minus your deductible. Always clarify with your insurance company how payment will be handled to avoid confusion. Let's walk through a typical scenario. Imagine you're in a minor accident and your car needs $2,500 in repairs. Your policy has a $500 deductible, you pay $500 to the repair shop, and your insurance company pays the remaining $2,000. If your deductible were $1,000, you'd pay $1,000 and your insurer would cover $1,500. This example shows how your deductible directly affects your out-of-pocket costs after an accident. If you have multiple accidents or incidents in a year, you'll pay the deductible each time you file a claim. Deductibles are per incident, not per year. So if you have 2 accidents, you pay the deductible twice. This can add up, so it's important to factor in the possibility of multiple claims when choosing your deductible amount. Some policies may offer options for reducing deductibles over time if you remain claim-free. In some cases, your deductible may be waived. For example, if you're not at fault and the other driver's insurance covers the damages, you might not have to pay your deductible. Some policies also waive deductibles for certain types of claims, like glass repair or roadside assistance. Always check your policy details to see if any deductible waivers apply to your situation. Many insurance policies treat glass repair differently. For example, a chipped windshield may be repaired without requiring you to pay a deductible. However, if the glass needs to be replaced, your deductible might apply. This special treatment encourages quick repairs and prevents larger claims. Review your policy to understand how glass repairs are handled and whether a deductible applies. Roadside assistance coverage often comes with its own rules regarding deductibles. Some policies offer services like towing or jump starts without requiring a deductible, while others may require a small payment. Understanding these details can help you avoid unexpected costs when you need help on the road. Check your policy to see what's included and whether a deductible applies to roadside assistance. If your car is being repaired after an accident, rental car coverage can help you stay mobile. This coverage may have its own deductible or limits. Sometimes the rental is fully covered, while other times you may pay a portion of the cost. Understanding how your deductible applies to rental car coverage is important, especially if you rely on your vehicle for daily activities. It's easy to confuse deductibles with copays, but they're different. A deductible is a fixed amount you pay before insurance covers the rest, while a copay is a set fee for specific services. Car insurance typically uses deductibles, not copays. Understanding this distinction helps you better manage your insurance costs and expectations after an accident. Your deductible choice directly affects your insurance premium. A higher deductible usually means a lower monthly premium, while a lower deductible increases your premium. Insurers use deductibles to share risk with policyholders. If you're comfortable paying more out-of-pocket after an accident, you can save on monthly costs. If you prefer lower out-of-pocket expenses, expect to pay more each month. Several factors influence your deductible choice, including your financial situation, driving habits, and risk tolerance. If you drive frequently or in high-risk areas, a lower deductible may be safer. If you rarely drive or have a strong emergency fund, a higher deductible could save you money. Consider your lifestyle and budget when selecting your deductible. Your insurance policy has limits on how much it will pay for repairs or damages. The deductible is separate from these limits. For example, if your policy covers up to $10,000 and your repair bill is $12,000, you pay your deductible plus any amount over the limit. Understanding both your deductible and policy limits helps you plan for worst-case scenarios. Some insurers offer deductible reduction programs. If you remain claim-free for a certain period, your deductible may decrease. This rewards safe driving and encourages responsible behavior. Ask your insurer if they offer such programs and how you can qualify. It's a great way to lower your out-of-pocket costs over time. If your car is declared a total loss after an accident, your deductible still applies. The insurance company will pay the actual cash value of your car minus your deductible. For example, if your car is worth $8,000 and your deductible is $1,000, you'll receive $7,000. Understanding this process helps you prepare for major accidents. If you lease your car, your insurance policy may have special deductible requirements. Leasing companies often require lower deductibles to protect their investment. Make sure your policy meets the leasing company's standards to avoid penalties or coverage gaps. Review your lease agreement and insurance policy carefully. If your car is financed, your lender may also require certain deductible amounts. Typically, lenders want lower deductibles to ensure their collateral is protected. Make sure your insurance policy complies with your loan agreement. This prevents issues if you need to file a claim and ensures your lender is satisfied with your coverage. If you're hit by an uninsured driver, your own insurance may cover the damages, but you'll likely pay your deductible. Some policies offer uninsured motorist coverage, which can help reduce your out-of-pocket costs. Review your policy to see what's included and how your deductible applies in these situations. Hit-and-run accidents are stressful, but your insurance can help. You'll typically pay your deductible before coverage kicks in. Some states have special rules for hit-and-run claims, so check your policy and local laws. Uninsured motorist coverage may also apply in these cases, reducing your financial burden. If your car is stolen, your comprehensive coverage will pay for the loss after you pay your deductible. The insurer will determine the value of your car and subtract your deductible from the payout. This process is similar to total loss claims. Always report theft to the police and your insurer promptly. Natural disasters like floods, hail, or earthquakes are covered under comprehensive insurance. You'll pay your deductible before your insurer covers the rest. These events can cause significant damage, so it's important to know your deductible amount and policy limits. Review your coverage for natural disasters and prepare accordingly. Vandalism is covered by comprehensive insurance, and your deductible applies. After reporting the incident to the police and your insurer, you'll pay your deductible before repairs are made. Understanding this process helps you respond quickly and minimize your financial impact. Collisions with animals, such as deer, are covered by comprehensive insurance. Your deductible applies before your insurer pays for repairs. These accidents can be costly, so knowing your deductible amount is important. Always report animal collisions to your insurer promptly. Fire damage is covered under comprehensive insurance, and your deductible applies. After an incident, report the damage to your insurer and pay your deductible before repairs begin. Fire can cause extensive damage, so review your policy to ensure adequate coverage and deductible amounts. Flood damage is also covered by comprehensive insurance. With your deductible applying, floods can cause severe damage, so it's important to know your deductible and policy limits. Report flood damage to your insurer as soon as possible to start the claims process. Hail damage is another event covered by comprehensive insurance. Your deductible applies before repairs are made. Hail can cause dents and broken glass, so review your policy to understand your coverage and deductible amount. Prompt reporting helps speed up the claims process. Earthquake damage may be covered by comprehensive insurance, depending on your policy. Your deductible applies before coverage kicks in. Not all policies include earthquake coverage, so check your policy and consider adding it if you live in a high-risk area. Severe weather events like hurricanes and tornadoes are covered under comprehensive insurance. Your deductible applies before your insurer pays for repairs. These events can cause widespread damage, so review your policy and deductible to ensure you're prepared. Non-accident claims, such as theft or vandalism, are handled under comprehensive coverage. Your deductible applies before your insurer pays for repairs or replacement. Understanding how deductibles work for these claims helps you manage your expectations and finances. Personal injury claims are usually handled separately from property damage. Your deductible may not apply to medical payments or personal injury protection, depending on your policy. Review your coverage to understand how deductibles affect injury claims. Property damage claims, such as damage to another vehicle or structure, may involve a deductible, depending on your policy. Liability coverage typically does not require a deductible, but collision coverage does. Understanding which coverage applies helps you anticipate costs. If you're responsible for an accident, third-party claims are handled through your liability coverage. Liability coverage typically does not require a deductible. However, your collision or comprehensive coverage may require a deductible for your own damages. Understanding this distinction is important for managing your finances after an accident. If multiple drivers are listed on your policy, the deductible applies per claim, regardless of who was driving. Make sure all drivers understand the deductible amount and process. This helps avoid confusion and ensures everyone is prepared in case of an accident. Family policies often cover multiple vehicles and drivers. The deductible applies to each claim, whether it's for one car or another. Review your policy to understand how deductibles work for family members and multiple vehicles. This ensures everyone is aware of their responsibilities. Commercial vehicle policies may have different deductible structures. Businesses often choose higher deductibles to lower premiums, but this increases out-of-pocket costs after an accident. Review your commercial policy to understand deductible amounts and how they affect your business finances. If you drive for ride-sharing services, your insurance policy may have special deductible requirements. Some companies offer additional coverage with higher deductibles. Make sure you understand how your personal and ride-sharing policies interact and what deductible applies in case of an accident. Delivery vehicles often require commercial insurance with specific deductible amounts. These policies are designed for frequent use and higher risk. Review your policy to ensure you have the right coverage and deductible for your delivery business. If you rent a car, the rental company's insurance may have its own deductible. Sometimes, your personal policy covers rental cars, but check the deductible amount and terms. Understanding how deductibles work for rental vehicles helps you avoid unexpected costs. If you drive abroad, your car insurance may not cover you, or the deductible may be different. International rental policies often have higher deductibles. Always check your coverage and deductible before traveling to avoid surprises and ensure you're protected. Specialty vehicles like motorcycles, RVs, or classic cars may have unique deductible requirements. These policies are tailored to the vehicle type and usage. Review your specialty policy to understand deductible amounts and how they affect your claims. Let's visualize how a deductible works in a claim scenario. Imagine your car repair bill is $2,000 and your deductible is $500. You pay $500 and your insurer covers $1,500. This schematic shows the breakdown of costs and how the deductible is applied before insurance coverage kicks in. Understanding this calculation helps you anticipate your financial responsibility after an accident. To wrap up, car insurance deductibles are a crucial part of your policy. They determine how much you pay out of pocket after an accident or other covered event. Choosing the right deductible involves balancing your budget, risk tolerance, and coverage needs. Always review your policy, understand your deductible amounts, and ask your insurer about any special programs or waivers. Being informed helps you make smart decisions and stay prepared for the unexpected.